Electric cars are a great invention, and in the past few years there has been a remarkable increase in their adoption around the world. The benefits of owning an EV appear to surpass the benefits of owning gasoline-powered cars, causing more people to consider switching to an electric car, hence the increase in EV sales. Europe, the great continent, has joined the EV trend, and as we will later reveal, electric cars are taking over Europe. With countries like Iceland, Sweden, and the Netherlands leading in electric car sales, Europe is quickly becoming an electrified continent. And that is in fact good for our environment. Let us take an in-depth look at how electric cars are taking over Europe. The European EV market experienced tremendous growth in June 2024, with a record of 294,000 registered plug-in vehicles. This is a good sign. More people are purchasing electric cars in Europe, with passenger cars being more patronized. Although sales this year saw a decline compared to previous years, there has been no serious decline, and the pace of electric car adoption is steady. It is worth noting that a major factor that impacted this year's EV sales in Europe is the decline of up to 18%. Germany saw in sales of battery electric vehicles. Since Germany is Europe's largest automaker, the decline had an impact on the overall market. Some of the exotic and high-performance electric cars worldwide today are made by German manufacturers and equipped with powerful engines. So when these manufacturers decline in sales, it will have an impact on general sales numbers. However, despite the setback faced with battery electric vehicles and plug-in hybrids, plugless hybrids perform brilliantly, seeing a 24% year-over-year increase. Research shows that a high percentage of the European car market has much to do with electric cars. Statistics show that 52% of the market is related to electric cars in one way or another. Customers are switching to electric cars or buying their second or third EV. This trend in the adoption of electric cars is great for the numbers. However, just like in other parts of the world, there are still concerns with electric cars. And these concerns are the factors that hold a vast majority back from joining the electric vehicle trend. A few factors contribute to the widespread adoption of electric cars in Europe. For example, it has been discovered that running an electric vehicle in about 19 European countries is cheaper than running a gasoline car in those countries. While people are searching for a way to cut costs and maximize their paycheck, electric cars are a great way to improve that as they drastically reduce the amount spent fueling gasoline cars and running maintenance. Furthermore, electric car prices in almost all segments now tend to be as much as and sometimes lower than their ICE counterparts in many European countries. When electric cars began to make waves, they were more readily available to those who could afford to spend a chunk of cash to purchase them. But nowadays, with electric cars becoming more affordable and mainstream, customers now included in Europe's customer base, electric cars are now available to average salary earners, and that significantly enhances the influx of people into the EV market. Some of the concerns causing hesitation and hindering many people from making the switch to electric cars are range, insufficient charging infrastructure, maintenance, battery life, fear of increase in electricity prices, and of course the price of the electric cars themselves. The concern with EV ranges remains a long-standing one, as there are yet to be cars that can cover as far as 500 miles per charge. This makes it difficult for people who have to go on long trips with their cars, or take multiple trips in a day with no time to stop in between for a recharge to decide whether or not they want an electric car. A survey of a couple hundred people in Europe revealed that if electric car ranges can be increased to 500 or even 600 miles per charge, the more people will consider switching to an electric vehicle. Also, the battery life is a concern. Electric car batteries tend to grow weaker over the years, and if one is not lucky enough to get an EV with a long-lasting battery, it will only take a couple of months before the battery gets due for a change. All of these, coupled with charging infrastructure needs and the question of how safe the car batteries are determining factors of whether or not more people will choose to give EVs a try. Hence, it is safe to say that the range electric cars can cover is a major factor potential customers consider. As much as the vehicle's affordability is important, customers want to be assured that they can enjoy long trips in their vehicle without having to battle range anxiety. While getting a used EV could be a good option if the price of a new electric vehicle is the reason why getting one is an option, A couple of people don't believe used electric cars could be any good for money reasons that we have already considered. While maintaining an electric car can be cheaper than maintaining a gasoline-powered car in the long run, people find it better to be the first owner than to struggle to preserve the car's life after someone else has used it. Therefore, people purchasing new electric cars are more prevalent in Europe than those patronizing used cars. In terms of brands that are more favored in Europe, Asian and American car brands are the most popular. Brands that offer premium specs are more favored among young people in Europe, although it is predicted that older people and people who are searching for more affordable options will join the trend with time. Like in all other industries, the rise in the customer base of electric cars in Europe will surely lead to higher customer expectations. As more people explore available options and discover what works for them and what doesn't, more improvements will be needed for customer satisfaction. The more manufacturers are able to recognize and meet the growing needs of customers, the more customers will flow into the market, and hence more sales will be recorded. Electric cars continue to grow more popular, and at the rate that EVs are evolving by 2030, significant strides will have been made in making them mainstream in many continents. A lot more action needs to be taken for that to happen. But as we see through the numbers, things are going pretty well for electric car manufacturers in Europe. We hope this video has given you insight into the growth of electric car sales in Europe. Indeed, electric cars are taking over, not just in Europe, but around the globe. Do you own or wish to own an electric car? We're sure you wouldn't mind sharing your reason for owning or looking to own an EV with us, as we always look forward to your comments and engagement. So please, share your thoughts and opinions with us in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, kindly give us a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you have yet to join our channel. We have more amazing content coming up, and to avoid missing out, please turn on notifications for all our videos and stay tuned for when we post new updates. See you then!